Hey, what's up everyone? It's Dolbeck. Today, I got a bunch of information for you because soon you're gonna get the Gear 725 in Mutation in New World Aeternum, and for that you're gonna need a couple tips. And at the start, I'm gonna start by some reminder that some people maybe already know. You see, there is some amulet with some protection on it, like this one give me 15% less fire damage that I take. So this one has constitution. It would be even better if it would be dex, strength, focus, or whatever the thing that I need. Most of the time the people will run melee into this. There is some ranged builds sometime here and here that can work, but mostly the best build that you're gonna see: spear, greatsword, rapier, ice gauntlet, and spear, great axe. People do sometimes greatsword, great axe too. So yeah, this is the best combo that you're gonna see, and you see you can adapt for some stuff. Like the mutation is always some element. Like you're gonna see I have like a void protection there, I got ice protection there, there's gonna be nature, and they're gonna add more into the future. But there is some boss that's gonna hit with strike or slash, like the caretaker into Genesis. If I put this for the caretaker, it's gonna help me to survive in Genesis. That would be better if it was not con, but you're gonna see that those amulets cost a lot of money, and they are pretty hard to have, like to find and have one for each. So yeah, this is what you should start for, trying to find those amulets like this. With the Attuned leather pants, it's gonna be the best starter gear that you're gonna find. There's the nimble coat too, but the nimble coat is a bit harder to find. So if you want to make the great sword work too, the Attuned leather pants is really good. There's a couple other options, but this one is like, you should almost just put it on. It's a no-brainer. It's really good, and you're gonna be able to use it all around in all your build. And then I'm upgrade it probably with some protection, maybe a conditioning, like a slash conditioning. You see a conditioning that's gonna be good for all around, so I'm gonna be able to use it in all my mutation. So yeah, let me know what you guys would put there. There's some people that put some weapon perk, but yeah, we'll see. And then the other piece, what would be the best is to have some conditioning for every type of mutation, but this is gonna be hard. So at the start, what I would recommend is just to bump your gear score as much as possible, and with those stats you're gonna get more DPS and more con. And having the proper perk like Enchanted Ward and Elemental Aversion would be a nice thing too. So you see right there, I just put together the piece that I had with the most gear score as possible. I'm gonna upgrade my Attuned leather pants just before the dungeon come out. And yeah, so those pieces are not like the best, but at the start you see I'm gonna switch my amulet for what I need, and I'm gonna put some gem in my armor. If it's a void mutation, I'm gonna have an amethyst, a void gem in every one of my piece, plus the amulet. So I'm gonna be like at 60 something percent elemental resistance for this type. So yeah, this is really good. And what happened with the spear is you can apply a lot of enfeebling and CC. So it's a really good weapon for the team play. There is the rend into it too. So with a spear like this, you are sure of what you do. There's a couple combos that are good on the spear, but this is what I have and I really like it. For me, the life stealing, like into the nature or fire mutation, sometimes you stand in the fire and you hit the boss, and life stealing is just enough so you don't really feel like there's a fire under you. So you can put some rune glass in both of your weapon, but make sure to not put the same type of rune glass because they don't stack on top of each other. And if you have other people in your team that you run a lot with, try to not all have the same rune glass so you can benefit, you know, like not all stack the same rune glass and it's not gonna stack up. I decided to use endless thirst because you see there's the empowering toast and fortifying toast. It's pretty good. You see, for me, I feel like it's a good buff. There's probably gonna be you see there's the ring that probably gonna come out, you know, the new ring, elemental band. That's maybe gonna be the play, but for now we don't know if it's gonna be enabled for the next season. And it's the same for tanking a bit, it's almost the same for the DPS and tanking, but you want some weapon perk. You see, like on the spear, the weapon perk change everything. It's the same for the tank. There's a fortified shield rush that you should have if you're tanking with sword and shield, and depending the build that you're using, you should have some specific perk. So for the DPS, the other weapon that you're gonna see a lot of people use probably gonna be the finisher with bleed or evade build. You can make good evade build without the finisher too, but yeah, it's the no-brainer easy starter pack gonna be the finisher if you want to do big DPS. So you kind of have the choice between the finisher with the ice gauntlet or the spear, or the great sword with the spear, or great sword great axe, or great axe spear. And then for the healer, you're gonna see, look, I have some void harnessing. This is like an all around starter pack. Since I have some void harnessing, this is gonna be good to do more DPS in all the mutation all around. But usually, like, I just kept this one because I don't heal too much. But when I start healing more, usually I have one type of harnessing depending on all my mobs that I fight. Like, if I go into Lazarus, they are weak to void, so void is good. But let's say that it's nature, I'm gonna put nature gem into my Van Gauntlet with some nature harnessing in my piece. So it's the same for the DPS. Having some harnessing could help your DPS, and you're gonna see every mob type have some weakness, so same for healer and DPS. Just make sure to use those harnessing at your advantage. Like in Lazarus, they're gonna take more damage from the lightning, so let's say that if you have the Mjolnir as an offhand and you put a spear with a topaz into it, the Mjolnir gonna make you do more DPS with your spear. That's gonna, like, the lightning part on your spear, so that's gonna expand your DPS by a lot. And then you can put some harnessing, like lightning harnessing in your gear with like a ring that's gonna empower all that stuff too. So there's a bit of meta crafting that you're gonna be able to do. Now you're gonna be able to use the gemstone dust too, so that's gonna be amazing because there is a lot of element into this, seriously. Maybe you're gonna be able to make some money off that because people are gonna start buying a lot. So pop this on cooldown almost at the start of every push. When you do a big push and you know that you're gonna fight, just boop, pop the gemstone dust and fight. There is, you probably already know this, you know, but there is the ward potion, the coating too. You see, like angry earth coating or angry earth ward potion. You see there is some for every mob type, and you need to make sure to use that and your advantage. If you're not doing it, you are throwing seriously bad teammate. This fire kick is amazing. I think that at least one dude in your team should have it. The rest should run vines. The tank have the right to do stone form. The tank gonna run this stone form or vines too. So yeah, that depend on your tank. On my other account, I have the vines. On this account, I upgraded the fire kick, but I guess for me it's time to upgrade more just to have a good variety. I think I have a cleanse fire kick on this account too. So yeah, this video start to get long enough like this. So this is a lot of information about the mutation. I hope it helped maybe someone make this build now because you're gonna need it. Thank you so much for watching my content. Peace out.